in 3D printing, most people, I don't know if most people, but a lot of people, including myself, just download files and print those. A lot of people say, well, what can I do that's useful? What can I dream up? A couple things I've done is I make winding checks for fishing rods that I build. I've made some brackets for the seats that go up and down to when the plunger breaks, it just kind of, you drop down a foot and you're 3 inches off the floor. So I've done some brackets to support that. And this is a bracket that I made for holding a piece of wood to mount shades on. We had windows installed in the house, and the old brackets were actually screwed into the aluminum frames for the windows. And the new company said, well, if you screw something into the frames, that will void the warranties. So what I came up with is I used FreeCAD to design a bracket. This particular bracket, it mounts on the wall. So, whoops. So, two screws, countersunk screws will go into the wall, and then so that back here will be against the wall, and then a 1x2 board fits in this opening here. And I don't do too well with FreeCAD moving things around. So this 1x2 board goes in here, and this piece is mounted on each side of the window frame. And then the 1x2 spans the window frame, and you actually mount the connectors. You screw those into the 1x2 that goes across from this piece to the other piece. I had 4 windows that I needed to set this up for, so I created 8 of these brackets, so I have 1 on each side. And like I said, I just used FreeCAD to design this and then print it. I grabbed it different. So the other side, that does not have the countersunk holes, but that goes right up against the wall. And the countersunk here, so that it wouldn't nick the board. So when the board comes in, the screws will be set flush, and everything worked well. The board can then just be lifted out, because the position I have it in here, you would lift it straight up and that board would lift out if you needed to remove it or unscrew anything later on. So, some of the pictures I've got, originally I printed, the height wasn't high enough. I tried, it had issues with the countersinking, so it was a learning experience with the FreeCAD. Once I had one window made and the board mounted, I came back and I did 6 at one time on the printer, and those 6 I just picked up and took them to another room and installed them. So if you, in this picture, is actually installed. You can see where I've put the brackets, mounted them to the wall, and then I painted the 1x2 white and slid it into the 2 brackets, and it just spans across the window. And once that's in there, you just use it to screw your shade mounts in and mount the shades.